Dear friends, it's day 914 of the unprovoked Russian invasion of Ukraine, and Russian involvement in Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter has been revealed. Creator of Telegram Messenger arrested in France, Ukraine showcased its new long-range attack drone, and Russians revealed a cringy plan of establishing world domination. Let's talk about the most recent updates right now. Also guys, before I forget, I have a very important information for you. Timothy Snyder and Mark Hamill are launching joint fundraiser in order to deliver 30 demining robots to Ukraine. Currently, Ukraine is the most mined country in the world. Unfortunately, the situation is much worse than in any given country during the times of the World War II, and this very demining process will probably take decades, if not centuries. Please check out the link in the description in order to learn more and support this fundraiser. I will greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Russian refinery in Proletarsk, Rostov Oblast in Russia keeps burning for 7 days straight. Russian priests brought to the scene failed to put out the flames, apparently because Almighty God refuses to collaborate with FSB. Ukraine revealed its new long-range attack drone able to strike targets located thousands of miles away deep in the Russian territory. Ukrainian President Zelensky stated that Ukraine from now on will be able to hit any target within the terrorist federation. The drone is able to carry 40 pounds of powerful explosives, utilizes jet engines and latest technologies to be able to reach even the most remote areas of Russia. According to Washington Post, Ukraine crossed the reddest lines possible set by Putin, with Ukraine's troops incurring the Kursk Oblast and hitting strategic Russian targets on the Russian territory. However, there's not much the Russian regime can do to retaliate besides producing more propaganda and misinformation, trying to tear apart the Western society from within. One of the most recent masterpieces of the Russian propaganda involves military plan for establishing world dominance. Let's check it out.
Варшава – это слишком просто. От Москвы до польской столицы всего 1300 километров. Танк Т-90, например, если не прибегать к помощи транспортной авиации, войдет в пригороды меньше, чем через сутки после начала марша. К этому времени бойцы ВДВ, им на переброску нужно всего 2 часа, успеют провести репетицию, отдохнуть, сварить праздничную кашу с тушенкой и отгладить парадную форму. Кажется, нас давно не было в Берлине. 9 мая – отличный повод для дружеского визита. 1800 километров для современной армии – не расстояние. Тем более, многие русские офицеры неплохо знают Германию, им там даже карта не потребуется. Главное, чтобы они на автомате не заняли наши же военные городки, которые после объединения ФРГ и ГДР достались немцам. Прага, Хельсинки, Вильнюс, Таллин, Рига – это вообще совсем рядом. В половину из этих городов праздничные русские солдаты могут выдвинуться и вовсе пешим порядком, как уже было 70 лет назад. Визит в Лондон и Вашингтон, конечно, придется планировать сильно заранее. Без авиации и флота тут никак не обойтись. Но до мая еще есть времени, так что заявки принимаются. Армия у нас большая, на всех хватит, да еще для Москвы останется. Жалко только, что наши западные партнеры не смогут своими глазами посмотреть на Искандер и Сатану, ведь их за пределы России можно доставить только по воздуху.
According to the Russian propagandists, it will only take them several days to completely capture and obliterate Europe. At the same time, they failed to take even a single major Ukrainian city in more than 900 days of their disastrous war with the neighboring country. It took Russian regular and hybrid armies almost 10 years to occupy a tiny town of Avdiivka with a population of just 32,000 people. The biggest Russian achievement we can talk about today is a solid established dominance over a rich imagination of clowns like Douglas McGregor and Tucker Carlson. Pavel Durov, Russian multimillionaire, was arrested in France for backing up criminals who use Telegram Messenger to conduct drug trafficking and other horrible crimes. It was reported that he refused to cooperate with authorities in order to stop those crimes, which led to his detention in France. Here's the story. Pavel Durov is known for developing two enormous platforms: Russian social media Vkontakte, which in terms of scale can be compared to Facebook on the West, and Telegram Messenger used by the whole world. Since Vkontakte was enormously popular and used not only by Russians but also Ukrainians, Before being banned in Ukraine in 2018, Russian government made several attempts to gain control over the platform in order to establish surveillance over the users and communities. In 2014, through manipulations, Russian government-affiliated oligarch Ivan Tavrin, currently sanctioned by the United States, purchased Pavel Durov's share, basically presenting the whole social network to the Russian FSB. In the meantime, both Western and Russian authorities were looking for a way to gain access to the Telegram messenger, enormously popular among all sorts of people who share sensitive information, including Russian army men, Ukrainian army men, different opinion makers, news agencies, international cartels, crime rings, and politicians. According to the unconfirmed information, Pavel Durov made an attempt to meet Putin in Baku during his last visit in order to resolve the conflict. Putin refused to meet with Durov, who then departed to France, where his detention took place. Some of the experts on the West already compare arresting Durov to cracking Enigma code, which brought allies enormous edge over the enemies in the times of the World War II. Another shocking discovery was made recently in relation to Elon Musk. Following the order of a federal judge, Elon Musk revealed the list of shareholders involved with X Holding Corp, a company that owns the social network X, formerly known as Twitter. The Musk's acquisition of Twitter, worth staggering $44 billion, was aided by a number of investors, including banks, funds, and other financial institutions. As it turned out, one of the biggest shareholders, the US-based company 8VC, employs the sons of the Russian oligarchs sanctioned by the European Union and the United States. Vadim Mashkovich, besides being one of the closest supporters of Putin, was a member of the Russian Federal Council. Petr Ivan is the president of the Russian Alpha Group, one of the biggest and most powerful Russian financial and industrial consortia. Again, close friend of Putin and dedicated investor for the Russian war machine. Both Russian oligarchs were sanctioned by the West, according to the US Treasury Department. However, their sons found themselves peacefully working in the US. Besides that, their company 8VC, according to Forbes, is known for investing in companies fulfilling the contracts for NATO and the US Department of Defense. You know, I'm not a professional spy, but the recruiting process at times can be really easy. Дорогой товарищ, don't worry, we will help you with your project. We are good guys, we have money, you can totally rely on us. Two requests though, please don't mention our involvement. Also, we may ask you from time to time to shut down specific equipment over the Eastern Europe, nothing special. Maybe there will be other requests. Oh, by the way, our good friend in Chechnya is crazy about those electric cars. Roman Pope Francis, in his recent speech, stated that no Christian church should be banned. I completely agree with Pope Francis. We should not ban Christian churches, and I'm happy that Ukraine has never banned churches, because freedom of religion is an essential foundation for a strong democratic society. Ukrainian Orthodox Church is a great example of freedom of faith in Ukraine, together with more than 12,000 religious organizations currently operating in the country. If you are a believer, you can visit all kinds of churches in Ukraine after the war is finished. And before we finish today's video, please answer this small quiz. How many Ukrainian parishes are there in Russia? With that, my friends, I wish you all a beautiful day. Please share your thoughts in the commentaries. I'm operator Starsky. As always, be safe.